Ranbir and Katrina unabashedly mix work with pleasure. Shuddhi is on track, the show will go on. Kangana does not want to talk about Aditya Pancholi Jr. Hey guys, I'm Caitlin and welcome to 9xe.com, the show where you get the inside scoop on all things Bollywood.
I'm hot, you're not, I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar. 9xe.
Karan Johar and Farhan Akhtar are teaming up for a unique Bollywood production being shot in London. Working title of the film is called How to Keep Ranbir and Katrina Happy. The two producers are united in tragedy as live-in partners Ranbir and Katrina have just made an extremely unreasonable demand on them. Not satisfied with the beautiful coincidence of being together in London while shooting for their respective movies, Ranbir and Katrina want to be put up together. So Karan, who is helming Ye Dil Hai Mushkil starring Ranbir, and Farhan, who's producing Baar Baar Dekho starring Katrina, have been asked to make provisions for the lovebirds to stay together in the same hotel. Ranbir and Katrina possibly want to be put up at a third hotel away from the crews of their respective movies, and they would travel to their units each day for the scheduled shoots. How thoughtful of them. So we have a suggestion to make. Maybe they should only make movies with each other. That way they can avoid the unnecessary hassle of the producers making the mistake of casting them with other actors. Their unreasonable and irrational demands seem to be giving their producers sleepless nights, especially Karan Johar, who is a bundle of nerves as he returns to the director's chair after 3 years. He must have thought that he was making his work easy by casting an efficient round of stars, Aishwarya, Anushka and Ranbir, but perhaps he was wrong. Ranbir's unaccommodating behavior does not help this cause. Incidentally, Karan is also co-producing the other film in question, that is Katrina Kaif's Baar Baar Dekho with Farhan Akhtar and Ritesh Sidhwani. Ouch, now that does spell double trouble for him. Asman se gira, khajur mein atka. Poor Mr. Johar has all of our sympathies. But speaking of the lovebirds, this isn't the first time that these two have gone on a tantrum trail of a somewhat similar kind. A few months ago, when both actors were shooting in Delhi for their movies Tamasha and Fitur, something similar had happened. Ranbir Kapoor had checked into Katrina's hotel that was apparently a good 13 kilometers away from where the team of Tamasha was put up. Well, these two do take the crazy and stupid of Crazy Stupid Love to a whole new level. Anyway, moving on, Karan Johar is clearly not having an easy time. Change has been the only constant for Karan Johar's ambitious project Shuddhi, of course apart from Karan himself. Amidst reports that Karan has finally decided to shelve the movie, 9xe.com, the show has exclusive information that this is untrue. Hear it from the horse's mouth.
People talk rubbish. As I said, if I start believing people, I will land up under an MRI.
So what if Karan Malhotra's last film for Karan Johar, Brothers, didn't live up to expectations? Shuddhi is very much on track with Malhotra. In an exclusive interview with 9xe.com, the show, Johar rubbished the rumors.
Fed up of these rumors with Shuddhi. Shuddhi is very much a film that we will be making. Karan is actually just taking a brief break for about a week or 2 weeks post to release the Brothers. He's going to come back and we're going to formulate the schedule for next year.
Karan Malhotra is in the director's chair for Shuddhi, even though Kjo admits that he wasn't too happy with the performance of Brothers at the ticket windows. Hear this out.
Of course, definitely I did expect it to do much better. I would have liked to have done even more. It was a very emotional and an intense film. And I think a large part of the country still seeks a lighter handle on a film and a more entertaining experience. And this was a more serious, emotional film.
Coming back to Shuddhi, the movie has faced many a hurdle since it was announced. First, the producer was not able to finalize on the lead. Initially, Hrithik Roshan and Kareena Kapoor Khan were to play the leads in the film, but both of them walked out. Then we heard that Salman Khan was signed up for the movie, but the actor had trouble giving them dates for it. Finally, the news was that Varun Dhawan and Alia Bhatt had been roped in for the project. Sanjay Dutt, who was to play a baddie in the magnum opus, also walked out. Reportedly, he didn't want to play a negative role in the film. Anyway, as they say, the show must go on, and go on it will for Karan Johar. Shuddhi, based on the themes of reincarnation, will be directed by Karan Malhotra, who did a great job of successfully rebooting Agnipath with Hrithik Roshan, Sanjay Dutt and Priyanka Chopra. And remember, 9XE.com, the show, told you first. So you know Bollywood actresses and their perpetual my waist is thinner than yours competition? Well, surprisingly, their male counterparts have also been bitten by the bug. Funnily enough, it's not the younger crop of actors, but those on the wrong side of 40 who are obsessed about their abs, also following a lot of do's and don'ts to meet their obsession. Now here's a unique secret with Ajay Devgan's abs. Anyone who knows the actor will tell you how he is a complete rice person. Now, white rice and toned abs don't exactly go together, so in the last few years, the Drishyam actor had to make do with brown rice, which contains less calories. While his weighing scale showed him satisfactory results, his palate was far from satisfied. But then you've got to make these little sacrifices for those washboard abs. Luckily for him, his torment didn't last too long, as one of his friends told him of a special brand of rice available in London that comes with only 9 calories per serving. That was all Ajay needed to hear. Next thing you know, the actor has the brand of rice specially flown in from the British capital. And voila, it turned out to be just the thing he was looking for. So what does Ajay do? He has packets and packets of the brand flown in from London every month. Only London wala rice works for our man now. We guess his wife Kajol is not amused that her desi husband needs only Videshi rice. While Ajay seems to have found what he was really looking for, the one thing that Salman wants is still evading him, and that makes him very angry. Salman Khan ko gussa kyun aata hai? Well, the TV channel that airs Bigg Boss, hosted by Salman, has decided not to give his show a prime-time on-air slot. Yes, again. Season 9 will hit your screens at 10:30 p.m. Mr. Khan has every reason to seethe with anger. Mind you, this is happening for the second time around. Season 8, the last season of the show, was being telecast at 11 p.m. Salman was evidently unhappy with the channel's decision at that point and had made it very clear. Season 4 of the show had met with a similar fate, but for a different set of reasons. The telecast timing was pushed by the INB Ministry's behest. Allegations of vulgarity were made post the entry of Playboy hottie Pamela Anderson as a star guest, and the channel had to comply. But this time, there is no such pressure. The reason for the late slot is entirely different. According to our source, Colors doesn't want to disturb its 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. and 10 p.m. shows. Chakravarti, Ashok Samrat, Swaragini and Meri Ashki Tumse Hi, which are doing very well. Bigg Boss will replace the 10:30 p.m. show Code Red. Colors has already rubbed one of their key hosts, Kapil Sharma, the wrong way by pushing his show from 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. And now they're messing up with Bollywood's Bajrangi Bhaijaan. Coming up, Kangana Ranaut will not talk about Aditya Pancholi Jr. Why is Divyanka Tripathi upset with co-star Karan Patel? Welcome back to 9XE.com, the show, your tri-weekly capsule for goss, news and everything Bollywood. So unless you're living under a rock, you have feasted your eyes on the ripped physique that belongs to Sooraj Pancholi in the Hero trailer. And we have got updates on the Sooraj front. We've got news about Sooraj wanting to work with none other than Kangana Ranaut in the future. At a recent event, Sooraj was asked whether he'd like to work with Kangana, and the Hero debutante was quite vocal, parroting cliched lines about being ready to work if there is a good script. When Kangana at another event was asked about working with Sooraj, the Queen actress said that she'd rather skip that question. Now, when was the last time we saw or heard Kangana skipping a question or any question from the media? लेकिन पंगा क्या है? आखिर कंगना और सूरज के साथ काम करने या ना करने के पीछे मिस्ट्री क्या है? 9XE.com, the show, is here to help you brush up your Bollywood history. I'll tell you. Back in the day, Kangana was in a rollicking relationship with Aditya Pancholi. Yup, you heard that right. Kangana and Sooraj's papa Aditya were a couple. Now, all this happened when Kangana was looking to get a toehold in Bollywood. This quickly became a thing of the past when Kangana propelled herself into stardom with movies like Gangster and Fashion. Well, Sooraj has spoken about it, but Kangana has decided to stay guarded. Have the two decided to bury the hatchet though? We wonder what Mrs. Aditya Pancholi Zarina Wahab has to say about all of this. Moving on to something more about Kangana. Yup, we are trailing her. Kangana Ranaut has played pretty interesting female characters in Bollywood movies. She will soon be seen as a woman in a live-in relationship in Kati Batti, and the fashion star is signing up some more interesting projects. Our sources have it that Kangana is all set to play a unique character in the next Nikhil Advani project that she has been signed on for. Okay, let's rewind. She's played a gangster's mole, a bandit, a flawed fashion diva. Sab kuch kar diya, ab bacha kya? Just when you thought that was true, 9xe.com The Show has it that Kangana is all set to put on the khaki in her next movie. That's right, Kangana will play a cop who's hot on the heels of a psychopath in her next movie. Now, a few actresses in Bollywood have played the policewoman before. Hema Malini did it in Andha Kanun, Rekha did it in Phool Bane Angare, Madhuri Dixit did it in Kalnayak, and who can forget Rani Mukherjee's law woman role in Mardani? And then Shushmita Sen surprised us all with her performance in Samay. What will Kangana bring to the table when it comes to playing a female cop? Well, only Nikhil and Kangana know that for now. But the lady in question does seem quite kicked about her new role. Our sources close to the Tanuwad's Manu franchise star told us she's likely to get into it after she wraps up Rangoon with Vishal Bharadwaj. She's very excited about her role. It's something she hasn't explored in the past. Nikhil Advani has earlier given us smash hits like Kal Ho Na Ho and helms the interesting Katti Batti starring Imran Khan and Kangana. Nikhil also directs the Sooraj Pancholi Atya Shetty debut vehicle Hero. We caught up with Nikhil and he confirmed the news. Well, that development has got us super excited. Kya aap bhi excited hai Kangana ka ek naya roop dekhne ke liye? And moving on, Karan Patel and Divyanka Tripathi are definitely among the hottest couples on the small screen. But let me tell you that all's not well between them. Karan and Divyanka play the characters of Raman and Ishita in the hit television series Ye Hai Mohabbatein. And reports are pouring in about Karan's less than impressive antics on the sets. 9xe.com has it that Karan routinely comes to the sets in high spirits and spends quite some time with the cancer stick on sets. All this has not gone down well with his co-star Divyanka, who keeps her distance from him. Sources close to the sets of the hit television serial say that matters took a serious turn when Divyanka was very uncomfortable while shooting a song sequence with Karan. Our sources have it that Divyanka was positively cringing all through the shoot. Well, Karan, thoda manners to seek lo. Your vices need to take a backseat, man. We'll leave you for a while to think about Karan's high-handed ways on sets, and we'll be back after a very, very small breather. Coming up, Mahesh prefers Tanishaa over Lara. Our exclusive chat with Anees Bazmee, the director of Welcome Back. Welcome back to 9xe.com The Show, your source for the latest and hottest Bollywood news and goss. Mahesh Bhupatti has tried his hands at films earlier, and the ace tennis player will be seen on screen again in Abhi Nahi To Kabhi Nahi. The project is about a father's relationship with his children, and it is produced by Mahesh, Virendra K. Arora and Arjun N. Kapoor. And joining the star cast is Pankaj Kapoor and his real-life daughter, Sana Kapoor. And who's signed up to play the senior Kapoor's daughter? Well, Mahesh's wife Lara was supposed to handle the role earlier, but our sources have it that the Andaz star is now replaced by none other than Tanishaa Mukherjee. That's right, Tanishaa, known for her bold portrayal in Neil and Nikki and last seen in Be Careful, will return to screen after a 5-year hiatus. Our sources close to the development said, Tanishaa will be seen as a modern, vibrant girl. Tanisha's projects haven't given her much fame, but she became the talk of the town with her alleged liaison with Kohli family ka chirag Arman Kohli during their stint in the controversial reality show Big Boss. अब Tanisha और Arman के Big Boss के किस्से तो सभी को याद है. Well, now that Tanisha is sharing screen space with Pankaj, we're sure some of his acting talents will rub off on her. And after that, we move on to have a chat with Anees Bazmee about his movies and to know more about his release, Welcome Back, the sequel to the smash hit Welcome.
नॉर्मली यही होता है कि जब पहली फिल्म बहुत बड़ी हिट होती है तो ये ख्याल आता है कि चलो भाई इसका एक अपना सीक्वल बनाया जाए. और ये फिल्म तो इतनी बड़ी हिट थी कि आज मतलब बहुत लोगों को पसंद है और पिछले 8 साल से 7 साल से टीवी पे कंटिन्यूस आ रही है. तो लेकिन हम लोगों ने ये जो टाइटल है वेलकम बैक, ये फिल्म जिस दिन रिलीज़ हुई थी उसके इमीडिएटली हम लोगों ने रजिस्टर करवाया था और ये ख्याल था कि भाई बनाएंगे. तो मिस्टर फिरोज नडरवाला एंड ऑल एक्टर्स एंड एवरीबडी वांटेड कि हाँ भाई इस फिल्म को बनाना चाहिए, इतनी खूबसूरत पिक्चर है. मुझे लगा कि जब तक एक प्रॉपर कहानी नहीं मिले ये फिल्म बनाकर, ऐसा मुझे लगता है कि ऑडियंस को चीट करने जैसा होगा. क्योंकि इतना लोगों का प्यार मिला है, वो प्यार मैं नहीं चाहता था कि ख़राब हो और बर्बाद हो. तो मैंने बोला ठीक है भाई, कहानी ढूंढनी शुरू की. आज देखो इतने साल हो गए, 7 साल हो गए. अगर ये सिर्फ वो हिसाब होता है कि उस चीज़ को कैश करने वाला तो हम लोग इमीडिएटली शायद बना देते हैं और नेक्स्ट ईयर और 1-1.5 साल के अंदर पिक्चर रिलीज़ भी हो जाती. बट जब कहानी ऐसा लगा कि हाँ ये फिल्म बनाने लायक है तो सबको सुनाया. एवरीबडी वॉज वेरी एक्साइटेड एंड वी फील कि एक बहुत ही अच्छी मज़ेदार खूबसूरत पिक्चर बनी है. बाकी के लोग तो ये भी फील करते हैं कि दिस इज़ बेटर देन फर्स्ट, विच वॉज एक्चुअली मतलब ये उस फिल्म के ऊपर जाना बहुत मुश्किल काम है, इसलिए कि वो अपने आप में बहुत खूबसूरत फिल्म थी. बट सबको ये लगता है कि नहीं, इट इज़ बिगर, इट इज़ बेटर, इट इज़ मोर फनी. लेट्स होप अभी 4 तारीख को लग रही है एंड उम्मीद है कि भाई लोगों को बहुत मज़ा आएगा. नहीं देखिए, उनकी जो कमी है वो तो पूरी फिल्म में अखरती रही है, इसलिए कि उनके साथ सिर्फ एक डायरेक्टर और एक्टर के रिश्ते नहीं थे मेरे. उन्होंने बहुत प्यार दिया. ही वॉज लाइक अ फादर फिगर एंड इतना मतलब उनके साथ मज़ा आया. उनकी जो पर्सनैलिटी है वो इतनी लार्जर देन लाइफ है और थी कि जो स्क्रीन पे कि जो फिल्म में मैं ऐसा समझता हूँ कि एज ए राइटर डायरेक्टर मेरा जो रोल था वो इतना पावरफुल नहीं था जो उनकी वजह से उतना पावरफुल लगा. नसीर भाई इज़ अ फेबुलस एक्टर एंड बहुत ही अच्छे इंसान भी है. उनके साथ फर्स्ट पिक्चर में काम किया एंड बहुत ही खूबसूरत एक्सपीरियंस रहा. मुझे लगता है कि लोग जो है नसीर भाई को इस फिल्म के अंदर बहुत पसंद करेंगे. ही इज़ अ ब्लाइंड डॉन एंड मैं तो खैर उनका हमेशा से फ़ैन रहा हूँ और मेरी मतलब ये खुशकिस्मती है मुझे उनके साथ इतने बड़े एक्टर, इतने खूबसूरत एक्टर के साथ काम करने का मौका मिला. अक्षय का कैरेक्टर पिछली फिल्म में इतना खूबसूरत था कि उसकी वजह से 3 बहुत बुरे इंसान अच्छे बन जाते हैं. नाना पाटेकर, अनिल कपूर एंड खान साहब. तो अब वो खुद बुरा बन चुका है. वो कहीं ना कहीं मुझे लगता है कि वो बात ठीक होती नहीं, इसलिए कि इस फिल्म के अंदर जो हमारा फिल्म का हीरो है वो एक गुंडा है. तो मैं वो कैरेक्टर को ख़राब करके गुंडा बना ही नहीं सकता. तो मुझे लगा कि ये फिल्म के साथ इंसाफ नहीं होगा. हालांकि उनके साथ मैंने जो भी फिल्में की हैं वो इतनी खूबसूरत फिल्में हैं. सिंग इज किंग, वेलकम, उनके साथ काम करने का बड़ा मज़ा आता है. बहुत दोस्ती यारी भी है, एक म्यूचुअल रिस्पेक्ट भी है. कॉमेडी के अंदर मतलब इतना खूबसूरत उनका कॉमेडी टाइमिंग है. हर तरह की फिल्में भी करते हैं. ही इज़ अ कंप्लीट एक्टर, ही इज़ अ बिग स्टार. तो मुझे लगता है कि अगर इस कहानी में अगर ऐसा मौका होता कि मैं उनको लेता तो मैं उनके अलावा और किसी के साथ काम नहीं करता. हाँ, बिकॉज अक्षय जी के साथ कतरीना है, उनकी शादी हो गई है. अगर मैं उनको लाऊं तो मेरे को बहुत कहानी में चेंज करना पड़ता है. देखिए मैं आपको बताऊँ, ये फिल्म मुझे मेरे लिए बड़ी मुश्किल रही लिखने के पॉइंट ऑफ से और डायरेक्ट करने के पॉइंट ऑफ से. इसलिए कि अगर मैं वेलकम जैसी ही फिल्म बनाता हूँ तो लोगों को लगेगा कि ये तो वेलकम है, और मैं एकदम अलग बना देता हूँ तो लोगों को लगेगा कि ये वेलकम नहीं है. तो मुझे एक ऐसी फिल्म बनानी थी जो वेलकम जैसी होकर वेलकम नहीं हो. तो इट वॉज आई फील इट वॉज अ चैलेंज एज अ राइटर, एज अ डायरेक्टर. इस फिल्म के अंदर जो है फिल्म एग्जैक्टली जहाँ वहाँ ख़त्म हुई थी वहाँ से शुरू होती है कि नाना जी और अनिल जी जो 2 लोग हैं ये सुधर चुके हैं. और जब डॉन होते हैं और इस तरह के शॉर्ट टेम्पर लोग और इतनी जो उन्होंने एक पावर देखी है, वो लोग जब सुधरते हैं और एक आम इंसान की तरह जीना चाहते हैं, तो एक आम इंसान को आज कितनी तकलीफ होती है जीने में, वहां से फिल्म शुरू होती है.
And that's all we have for you in this episode, but don't forget to download our app for the Android and the iOS to get the latest Bollywood goss on the go. Visit our website 9xc.com and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/9xc and on Twitter at 9xc the show. You can also view our full episodes on YouTube, and I will see you guys next episode. Ciao.